Hello everybody, my name is Aceface, this is my invisible Gila. No, I'm just joking, I just jumped through the system right here. And basically, this is my Abyss Gila doing some high-sec exploration. It's got a core probe launcher in it, and when I want to, I can decide to do T4 Firestorm Abyss. Then I just replace the core probe launcher with my drone link augmenter. So here we're going to be doing some Serpentis style high-sec combat exploration first. Then when we get to the 1.0 system over here, then we're going to actually be doing some form of T4 Firestorm Abyss. We're going to start combat probing, or not combat probing, but just probing these signatures over here. And so for some reason, it's very good to do scanning on these white dots here. You can find the planets here. It's just very good to do that. This is how Bonkers Y2K says, and it seems to always be working very well when I have been doing it as well. So you can see here we instantly got 12.1%. I've not got any particular bonuses here either. So we're going to be just continuously scanning right here while we do these anomalies. Potentially we're going to get some good escalations, hopefully. Let's launch these drones. Have I got some drones? Because I ran a scout outpost before and I took a bit of damage on my augmented drones. So I'm going to probably want to heal these guys up. Is there any structures in the system right here? No structures, unfortunately. Okay, we can have these drones just go on this initiate over here. A very basic Serpentis NPC. Can even just shoot a missile like that. They're just so few NPCs and hideaways that it takes a lot longer to lock the NPCs up than to actually destroy them. These hideaway and refuge is what we can run. The burrows, they don't have good, but where you can get escalation from in high-sec are the refuges, hideaways, and the dens. They are what you can get potential escalations from the DED sites. Let's do a little poppage on that guard over there. He doesn't want to get attacked by the drone. Okay, I'll recall. Align to this refuge over here. Go and scan this cosmic signature down almost 25% so I can see what it is. Wormhole. A lot of wormholes I find. That's one of the very common signatures I find. It's a bit annoying how I always seem to find wormholes. Just the way it is. If people want to do wormhole exploration, this would be a very good thing to go through. Find wormholes all the time. And another wormhole? No, it's not another wormhole. There's a signature over here though. And there's a caracal over here, so we can just start attacking these drones with our augmented hammerheads. Let's see now. The closest one is this one over here, so we'll then go 4 over here. Let's see if it actually works to find this. Hopefully it will. Let's lock these guys up. This caracal is probably like an auto-targeting or something like that, because they're attacking very quickly. Or maybe it's my drones. You saw that? Look, I found it straight away. It's really good to just go near the white dots, and you seem to find them very quickly. Alright, refuge is down. We can reduce this scan size a bit. Is there a refuge? Now we've taken out this refuge so we can actually warp towards this next warp gate here, just in case it's nothing interesting at this cosmic signature. Yeah, nothing interesting, so we can warp to the next system. And I like to run these T4s in 1.0 systems in this Gila, because it'll make it so that gankers, if they decide to gank me, they'll get killed very fast. And we've got a pretty big buffer with this Gila, so we'll be able to, survive hopefully long enough for Concord to come in. It'll still be, possible to get killed, but it'll make it overall a lot easier experience if we are in a 1.0 system, because it'll be, just generally speaking, a lot safer. The Concord response time there is almost instant. So really, the only way to kill stuff is if you alpha someone with tornadoes, and at that point, tornadoes, probably you'll just spend as much ISK destroying this ship as you have to potentially get from it, since it's not anyway got very blingy modules. Like, the main thing is really the hull cost. Like, look at that, almost half a bill in hull cost right there. No signatures here? Nope. We could use this core probe or this agency to look for cosmic signatures to find some more combat anomalies or cosmic anomalies. Combat signatures. But I'm just going to go on this route right here, so we can get to our destination quicker. Go run some T4 Abyss when we get there. Okay, we'll then put on the number 4 here. And hopefully we'll get a 4 out of 10. It'd be so nice to get a 4 out of 10. I've almost always got good loot from the 4 out of 10s of the Serpentis. Not always, but almost always. I've just had, generally speaking, I feel like the luck I've had there over the years has been better than the Gersta scout outposts. But I do think I have run more scout outposts, and it has a bit to do with that you can get them from hideaways as well. I don't think you can get 4 out of 10s from Serpentis hideaways. It's exactly one of those I was talking about, a hideaway as well. Almost scanned this, 19%. Please be level 2. If it's level 2 combat signature, then you have to be like, ooh, it's good, because that's what the 4 out of 10s are. The 4 out of 10s, they're level 2 combat signatures. Combat side, level 1. Yeah, if it's just level 1, then it can probably be a 3 out of 10 max. Have our drones do a little bit of AFK work for us. Serpentis Lookout, nah, that's not good. I really like Galenta and Mars Space. It's like sort of brightish, brownish, greenish backgrounds. I really like them. I'm not a big fan of Caldari and Minmatar backgrounds. Caldari feels a little bit too depressing for me, with completely grey, and Minmatar just feels very dark, and I don't really like that brown color. But the Amar have like a bit more lighter brown, and the Galenta also have a bit more like lighter / greenish. It feels a little more cheerful in their areas of space, to say the least. Alright, so now we're in this 1.0 system. I didn't, unfortunately, find anything at all. It was didn't turn out too well, but you know, that's how it is sometimes with the exploration. You sometimes find good stuff, you sometimes find really bad stuff. So we're going to just quickly make a save here. We can even just scan to potentially get some kind of DED site in this system right here. I think it's even a rookie system. So yeah, we'll make it from away from any gates. There we go. Here. Safe. There we go. Analyze here. Be fun to find a DED site in a rookie system. Just check that I have enough ammunition. And I also want to just refit to drone link augmenter as well. See, what is this signature right here? A wormhole. Another wormhole. Alright, so this is what I do. When I go run the Abyss, I just swap out the core probe launcher for the drone link augmenter. A drone link augmenter is not super useful for this Gila because we have a 72.5 kilometer lock range. We have default a 60 kilometer drone control range. There's not a whole lot of difference between the lock range and drone control range. But still, those 12.2.5 kilometers, they do actually make quite a bit of extra range. And it is nice to have that extra lock range. Not really anything else you could put in the high slot anyway. It's not like you're going to use a core probe launcher in the Abyss. But it is useful in particular, like the Marshall waves, for example, where you have to use your drones at long range. There it's very useful. Also, Leshaks can sometimes be good as well when you want to do damage straight away. And just in general, it's good to be able to hit it far. I'm going to do some Abyss sites, I guess, in this system. And then eventually then we'll go back to doing some exploration in the this Serpentis or Galenta region later. And look at this space, it looks so good. This looks so good. Well, a little bit of like a nomad Abyss run, you could say. Activate filament, and we'll jump in. Augmented Hammerheads, very powerful drones, getting 880 DPS. See there? With only Tech 2 drone damage amplifiers. Really powerful Hammerheads we've got going on right here. Alright, let's jump in here. Devoted Knight. Super easy. Let's see, now we'll go for this one over here. This cache, and we'll lock up the Devoted Knights. Put our Tech 2 drones on them. Just take them out quick. I cannot even do a sensor dampen, it's pretty annoying. So we'll have to, I guess, go for the... Oh, we can manage to lock the Knights up, otherwise I was thinking we had to go for the frigates first, but we can at least shoot now. With the missiles. Oh, we have to use Afterburner too, obviously. Going a bit slower without using the Afterburner. We could even use our missiles now on this. Oh, he's repping a lot. Probably good to just take out the Knights first, since they're pretty much the most annoying NPC you can have. And we want to start boosting straight away as soon as we start taking any damage. So we can take full utilization out of our booster. The booster is sort of complementing our passive recharge when we're up at these high shield values, where the passive recharge is very low. So yeah, is this minus 50%? Yeah, okay. So minus 50%. Thermal resist tends to go a little bit slower because we're not doing full damage, but it's alright. Okay, Devoted Knight, go down right there. Good. Let's see, is there anyone trying to web us? Doesn't look like it. Just have our hammerheads just absolutely annihilate these frigates over here. Have our missiles separately go. Can even split up our hammerheads a bit. Just go for the bioadaptive cache over here. a lot more consistent ISK. If you want to be able to do Abyss size, if you want to get some consistent ISK, it's a very good complement to the exploration side of HiSec. Good, good, good. Now I just put one light missile on this bioadaptive cache over here. Put one missile here that will hopefully end that frigate right there. Yeah, it did. Good. Oh, that Hammerhead switched. He almost finished that priest over there, but he decided to go anyway. It's always good to go to max shields when you go to the next room as well. So even though we're not taking a lot of damage, I just keep my shields at max before I go to the next room, just so we have a maximum buffer. Because we have good buffer, it's good because it acts in itself as a tank. It keeps us alive long enough to kill the dangerous damage type or dangerous damage dealers by the time we come to the next room. So that was a pretty quick first room, 2.5 minutes. Even though we got minus 50% thermal resist, but the Devoted Knights, they go pretty quickly. They are mostly shield based, so buffing their armor in the Abyss site, like it does here, does not really contribute a whole lot since they got, anyway, very small armor pools, those guys. Okay, we'll jump to the next now. Because anyway, we're almost full. But especially when I exit the last room, I want to always boost max shields because, in case of gankers, you know. Kikimora, okay. This can be a little bit dangerous, but all we have to do is just take out Kikimoras, and it'll be smooth sailing. So we just go for this guy here, Tangling Kikimora. We'll go for our divas afterwards. It'll be a quick run here with the Kikimoras. They go down pretty quickly. They have like bigger than Damavik, so they're easier to apply. We just want to watch out a little bit for the RR, the remote reps. They can get pretty high, especially with these road divas here. We'll just take out these Kikimoras, and to be honest, when we're taking out this second one, we're going to go for the Rodivas next because they're remote repping a lot. It's just that we don't want to let the Kikimoras spool up to too crazy damages because they can all go really crazy if you let them spool up, even though there's a lot of them. To be honest, this is a really easy spawn right here. There could be a lot more Kikimoras, I feel like. I think there could be potentially a lot more. It's just that we were lucky here. We'll go for this Rodiva. We'll die very quickly. Look where you got a orange card making our capacitor use even more capacitor, or my shield booster use even more capacitor. But this Gila does not really care too much. I mean, we will run out of capacitor if we keep boosting, but it's alright. Okay, let's grab this. Go to the transfer conduit. Lock up everything here. And move in. Take out this Rotiva 2. Oh, Hammerhead 2 is taking a bit of damage. Get close to him so we can retrieve the Hammerhead who's getting hammered by Triglavians. No! Hammerhead, don't die! Don't die. Okay, good. I'll go with a super DPS now. Augmenteds. I think it's going to be about the same, maybe even worse. But we'll see. I think that it'll be very minor difference, maybe tiny, but if we go with the Augmenteds. They do more damage, but it's not the optimal like resist type, you could say. It'd be better if they did explosive as the secondary damage, but they do kinetic as the secondary damage. They do a bit of that, mainly thermal, a bit of kinetic as well. If we go here, show info, attributes, at the very bottom you see a bit of kinetic right there. Use our booster to just spool up to max shield. Look how big this orange cloud is. Basically the whole site is an orange cloud. I hate those kind of sites where there's a whole room is just one cloud. It's very, very annoying. This is pretty smooth, very fast. Triglavians also tend to go down pretty quickly because they also have a low thermal resist naturally, so it's reduced even more with the weather effect. And you're doing naturally a lot of damage from the Hammerheads anyway. It's usually a pretty easy ride with the Triglavians, even though you'd think that they would be pretty deadly since they've got a lot of armor. They boosted their armor up by quite a bit. But it's alright. Look at that. Just pop that down with just like that as if it was absolutely nothing. Recall my drones, and we're like sitting at like 10-minute average completion time in this firestorm. Like really so fast this Gila is when it comes to the T4 firestorm abyss. Okay, well, I've got here rogue drones, even better. Go for these extraction caches over here. What have we got here? Field weavers and some just general damage dealers. Super easy. This is so easy, this spawn right here. Even though we've got minus 50%, we're doing this so good speeds. Split the drones a bit and take out these guys who are in range. The field weavers tend to stick a little bit further range. They're like Logi, so I think they just want to keep out of harm's way. Let's get a bit close to these extraction nodes first. Can lock up all these guys. I can actually have my drones go for the field weavers since they're far away, and my missiles will take out the drones that are very close. Use the time a bit more efficiently, so that, or use my missiles a bit more efficiently, so that they'll always have a use. Okay, now we can put the drones in these strike grips over here. Have our missiles pop these extraction nodes. Good, good, good. Some loot in here. And this extraction node over here. Give me your riches extraction node. There we go. Thank you. Splittity split. Look at this. Look how fast we finished this T4. What is this? Almost 8 minutes, something like that. Really quick. I mean, if we didn't go for these extraction nodes, it would be even quicker. Focus these drones on these guys. Oh, that guy almost got killed. I think it will be from the Deviant Automatic Suppress. This right here. Move a little bit here. Now my drones are also taking a little bit of damage too. Go for this extraction node here. Look at that. Look how quick we did this abyssal site. I'm very surprised by how quick we did this. A lot quicker than I thought it would have been. Yeah, look at that. Amazing. The hybrid Gila works wonders. Go for the bioadaptive cache. We're sitting on 53 million in total, not from this room, but from a previous. I did one abyssal site previously to this. I wonder what we'll get in this loot right here. Okay, just recall our drones. We'll be able to pop this bioadaptive cache when we get close to it. And we always want to boost to full shields when we exit the site, just in case of gankers. So we have full HP bar for gankers to shoot through if they decide to pop us. Anything good in here? A decayed mutaplasmid unfortunately doesn't go for too much nowadays. I think these radiation sink mutaplasmids, even the decayed ones, used to go for quite a bit. But then they were reduced in price as soon as they became very farmed by quite a lot of people. But initially it went for a good price. Just in general, everything in the Abyss went for a really good price in the beginning. I remember Precursor's a frigate skill book that goes right now for just a few million. When I sold my first one in 2018, like 150 million, something like that. Really good price. What the hell? Now it's just a couple of million. Really cool. Okay, so let's see now. Are there any gankers here? Are there any gankers? No gankers. Okay, great. So there we go. T4 Abyss in the hybrid Gila. Did a little bit of high-sec combat exploration in the meantime as well. Didn't go too well. But hopefully next time, or at least the next time we go for some high-sec combat exploration, it'll be a bit more fruitful. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.